and here he is.
Yes, they have.
They have.
Okay, yeah, so I think this is... Okay, this makes a lot of sense.
I love it. They went back to their double duelist they were running before.
Yeah, I think this is a good curveball, because this should be, in theory, the most one-sided map when we just looked at how they played before. The chamber definitely didn't hit, and we switch up Demon 1, and we go double duelist. This is a good attempt from them, I like it.
Composition get exploited. This is the comp that helped EG go on their run in Americas. They're excellent at it. You get Jajimo, one of the best raised players in the world, versus Jing. I think they're the two best.
Very predictable curveball, yeah, but it doesn't really matter about predictability. I think they just went, we have a better chance of winning doing this, and I think I'm definitely on board. I agree.
How warmed up are they going to be on this? I think there's still going to be some comfort there, so still some concerns for PRX, but this is what they have been running for quite some time. For Jing, though, this is the final ride. This is the last dance. One more chance.
This wasn't about like catching them off and then being like, oh, your prep's wrecked. It's more just, damn, our split doesn't feel great. We have more chance of winning with this.
We are ready for map 1 of the grand finals between EG and PRX, and we got 2 of the very...
Who's the PRX IGL? All of them. All of them. I've heard, in terms of who does the most talking, from what I've heard, Devi, Something, Forsaken are like the 3 most vocal, but they kind of all talk. They also, from what I've seen, they also set out like the first 4 rounds. They kind of preset everything in terms of they know what they're going to do with the pistol, if they win the pistol, if they lose the pistol, bonus or first buy, and then the round after that, and then they can kind of play it normally.
Absolutely, and actually an opportunity to really capture the villain arc. Deny Jing
to straight in with a fine damn.
In Valorant with a trophy in hand.
Honestly though, Brimstone was dropping fines as well in the pre-map. Okay, EG on defense, PRX on attack.
But they've changed, they've adjusted, they've come in with a different comp, and we are right into things. No messing around, it'll be
okay, I like this as well. Just the wall over towards B, very hard for an Astra to spot this. You kind of have to just take some damage and get some info. It's a good reposition from him though. This is really good. That is a very nice attempt from them. They did a lot of damage. Look at PRX's HP.
The rest of EG need to temper themselves a little bit here.
42, 41, 30. Like honestly, Boostio did amazing.
Everybody from PRX tagged up here. No utility.
Look at Demon 1.
This frenzy could do real work here, Lauren.
Oh, Jorgamo finding Jing.
Oh,
now down
that's a great nade.
HP is low. Pain Shell back up, and Mind Freak feels that. He's down, and now it's all on Divide.
Nicely done. The Kings of Pistol. Last time they played, they won 5 out of 6 pistols. We start this one off with a 1-0.
Expecting things to be pretty explosive here. The thing I've got my eye on
immediately. Yeah, they had a perfect play. Definitely shout out to Boostio here. Got the jump spot, took some damage, smoked it off, went over towards their smoke normally lands. Their smoke goes in, gets the first kill, did a lot of damage.
In terms of anchoring that site, there were concerns previously. Boostio now to fill those shoes. Obviously is that second layer of the B-side defense. Definitely something PRX could potentially try to
judge out early. See, it's judge out early against ecos can be a little bit scary, but you can also absolutely farm up. But if they get the gun, it becomes pretty scary, because normally a lot of the time they got the gun and they're over in the site itself. So it's like one of the best afterplant guns. But
and of course they're going to be walking into somewhat of the unknown, right? They maybe expected EG to come out as they had previously throughout this event. Maybe had a chance of kicking off this best of 5 with a very favourable
that's
start.
nice
However,
info.
Already big info found, and look at Jordan.
I'm close and personal here with the judge. Plenty of PRX bodies on the other side.
He can also absolutely farm this though.
Forced away. Connects fully with Demon 1. Finds one ahead of the Viper wall.
This guy with the Guardian is something else still, or that's dangerous something.
Damn, bro. That was from the damage done at middle there. That's a nice gun to get. That's the spike as well over towards ramps. Just about damage now. That can be another good gun. It's actually a little bit scary.
PRX will be happy to take any of those bodies. And now they've got some rewards. A judge, a Guardian, and now an opportunity. Combo denies it.
God, that came down to timing.
And leaves them with the 2 who are towards the site.
Shot.
Mind Freak finding Com. And now just Mind Freak.
Respect to Ethan, did great here. The rock once again for the team. They pick up the judge, pick up the Guardian. It's great damage done from PRX though.
Yeah, damage done here by the Sheriffs. see something desperate to try and make a play.
Jorgamo gets the judge,
Guardian.
1 kill away. So they got bonus rounds.
Perfect timing. It's such a
Most
stroke
likely,
there
PRX were going to win this.
just to
Obviously,
remove
we'd
that
have to see
threat.
something crazy. The judge can kind of sway these rounds, but no matter what, we're going to have this
No
ult
surprises
into
there,
the next big
especially
buy
with the
round, so
comp
that's
change.
huge.
Jorgamo actually 1 away from the showstopper already. Fantastic progress on his part.
And it looks like PRX have a really good idea of how they want to approach at least this round, right? It is the bonus, so whatever's
Heaven
left in the
and-
EG pocket,
Heaven and back
they're
of
gonna bring
screens.
back in. So the
Oh,
Guardian,
on
the
top of
Stinger, and the Judge
screens.
are still into play, but it's not a great deal.
Maybe missed.
PRX should be looking
Unless
to
they
win
play
this
there a little bit.
cleanly.
But
Opting for the A site as their eventual goal on the attack. They're going to get the plant pretty much unscathed. As we noted, EG mostly stacking towards B.
I like that plant, to be honest. Same thing for Heaven, but you don't go in the normal spam spot.
Flash will open things up. I think it did just pop inside the smoke, though. I'm not entirely sure what happened.
4-person retake from spawn.
Already poised for this retake.
Jorgamo's double. Has his orcs, they got the orb over towards B. That's a gun.
But can they clear the rest of this? It's going to be
It's a good plant for Heaven, though.
towards Heaven for PRX to try and keep control of this spike, but there's an issue. They don't have eyes on it yet.
Touch of the spike, Astra Suck goes in.
It's not. Jing still standing, still fighting at 3, keeps it safe, but it is a 2v2.
Whoa.
And there is a rifle, the pink shell!
Whoa.
Jorgamo, that's nuts! And the 1v1, Ethan down solo has to just stand. and
Okay,
face
nicely handled. Holy hell, that was a good low buy, though. A good little bonus from them. That was so winnable. Nicely done from something, nicely done
I
from
mean, they bring a
Jing.
Guardian and scraps into that round.
Yep.
They bring it down to just 1
Yeah,
rifle.
it's going to be a
taken
huge
away
round, this. Everyone
in the
has no
hands of
money.
PRX. Even here, Com, desperate to try and retake this space. I think EG have the perfect read of exactly what's going
That's
on here.
actually
As soon
really
as they've noted that it's only 1 member in the form of Forsaken down on site. Unfortunately, things get shut down. Something 1 away from the Blade Storm already. I was looking at the showstopper that did come out in the last round from Jorgamo.
Only Devi can buy next round. Oh my goodness.
Very quickly up ramp here. Nothing inside the gravity. The flash will pave the way here.
Okay, they really nearly
just a little
killed something
bit of
over
a fake
towards here.
here to
I think there was an Astra Suck as well
feign some
involved. I'm not
aggression
entirely
towards
sure,
A
but
side.
spams come in, 26 HP, very lucky to be
Position
alive.
Trailblazer
Question mark
will-
created for EG over towards B main as well, so they get a big head start on this one.
Fish.
Oh my,
Hell.
that's some damage done as well. Hill comes in.
Lucky to survive that.
Yeah, down to 56, but he can at least get Demon 1 back up to fighting HP. And you can see the rest of PRX taking their time here. Feels like the plan's up, but so unawares. Ethan takes a little bit of a glimpse and he takes something's life. The site now difficult to take. With
Again, massive swing around this one.
Position will be revealed, but they don't quite know exactly where he's waiting. The flash follow-up wasn't good enough. Forsaken's found him. That's perfect.
Maybe
They go
3v4,
out,
they have all of this
get
mid
that
control.
plant down, they can at least have time on
Jorgamo's
their
here
side.
very early on the flank.
Well, Seekers here as well. Invested off the rip. Com going to be played in here potentially. He actually pulls the trigger too early. Mindfreak's found the first. but
Oh
Com, he
my,
will
okay,
get the
Mindfreak
trade.
managed to get a kill though.
But
That's
it's
the
not
most
over
important
yet.
thing.
Jorgamo going to be noted and kept in check by Divine
Seekers
here.
went in, by the way,
Big
so they know
battle,
this
and
guy's on
Divine's
behind.
running.
That's why he's looking for him.
Fantastic work in a 2v2 now. Forsaken. Lovely
3v2 into this, two individual 1v1s.
Oh, he's eating that flash. He's so blind. I don't know how he's still alive.
That's great reposition from him as well.
Not gonna be entertained.
Yeah,
Beautiful
really nicely done.
control
This was
from
actually very
PRX.
impressive. So yeah, 3v5
Tightening
into
up
the
to a piece.
3v2.
Evil Genius is another round
So
where
yeah, that
we're
was
seeing them
very nice. Big swing
happy
round.
to try and
Big,
initiate
big
some
round
sort of
to him.
aggression. The ones to
Yeah,
be
the Seekers was
aggressors
everything
towards
as well.
PRX.
And then they're on
There
top
could
of
be
this early
something
flank that was coming
you know,
behind.
Finn alluded to, Boostio was saying how difficult it is to play against them when you give them time and space to set up for some of the chaotic things that they like to incorporate into their game plan.
Looking at the stack, this time it is on the correct
So yeah,
side of
chance
the
for them
map
to
for
build up
EG.
money,
PRX
chance for them to get some
are eyeing this
ults.
up.
We're going to have a
This could be
pretty big buy round next
Pretty
round.
violent
There's a
here.
lot of people that
Something
are
gonna
2
get ahead
away.
of this, but it could be now a little vulnerable.
Damn.
You can see
Second
the
round he goes
temptation.
down to 27
Boostio's been
HP.
caught off. Well controlled by Jing. Now looking to try and soar, get a little forward. The Bucky back into play. Jing on their heels.
Wow, Jing's
though.
crazy. Saw the other guy as well. They know they're both there.
No way!
Damn.
Right through the
Bucky
air,
is.
fighting Jing, and it's a 1v3. This is a
Bucky is
little
good.
out of check, I feel.
He got
Tom's
so much of the
fantastic
Bucky.
player, but this one,
Again, Raze,
Bucky
you can definitely
miracles.
get away with,
It's
at least on the
already that
defense
mid-low.
side, shotgun
Position's
only,
no
for
good. I
sure.
think PRX are making
Best
their way
map
through
for
the
it.
woods here.
Yeah, cognizant of the threat. Com, a 1 in 3 chance to convert a clutch situation, but this one feels a
Would
little
love a
out of
kill to get
reach.
his ult for the next round with a death.
Even here, if you find Forsaken or Mindfreak.
Jing, yeah, he was crazy confident there to take to do this. This is the hard thing when you play against PRX, because
PRX should be able to disengage from
it's very hard to predict.
It's
It's very hard to predict.
He's keeping dangerous, but PRX again.
Like, a lot of the times you're not going to expect him to do what he did.
They'll take a brawl.
Absolutely.
They'll never turn that down.
No.
Behave. Get at calm.
None of that.
Relax.
None of that today.
Relax.
Does he get the gun out of him though?
Okay.
Yes, he does. So worth 2 of them. Yeah, dude, this is actually the EG special. Instead of saving, they decide to try and get pressure, make sure they have to check the spike itself. So it is actually the EG special. They seem to always kill people with the spike itself in terms of creating that pressure. Maybe one day they'll actually get a ninja defuse. We'll see. Plogs, thank you so much, mate, with the Prime. Welcome into Star Club, mate. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, we are 1 away from 3 ults as well. We have 5 ults up. This one's massive.
And also obviously Jogmo and Demon have theirs ready. On the other side, some
shouldn't pros know the timer, bro? It's so hard to hear on LAN in terms of the exact time. It plays a lot of the fact that you can't hear the spike a lot of the time in terms of crowd being loud, in-ears, and the white noise that goes through the over-ears. It works really well on LAN. It's like perfect scenario for it. Jim Bob Jones as well. Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate you. Thank you for the Prime welcome in as well. They decided to play retake on this one, so.
You can see it. Judge around the corner. Bye-bye. Demon 1 denies something and does the
oh, that's crazy.
Back and forth, he's got
nice patience from him.
Wants to clear out by Pillar. That's his. EG.
Okay, looks like the retake's pretty good, to be honest.
Left standing in a 2v4. Divine still in play.
You're kidding me.
And Divine.
Dudes. Chat, I'll go to. If that happens again, I'm going YouTube.
Tailor-made to play in Divide, to force EG deeper into spawn, slow things down, but Demon 1 paying no respect.
Actually got the worst possible timing you could ever get.
Adjustment on the back of the things that Boostio's alluding to. Don't want to give PRX the time, the comfort to be aggressive.
Enemy remaining.
D1, he's on a solo mission here, by the way. He challenges the Divide in spawn. There's a judge there.
Yes.
And then Jing is the second player behind that.
That felt almost unbreakable, that positioning, but we go back in. It's going to be maybe an initial start here for Demon 1. Going to invest in the knives straight away. The flash.
I want to see the double. He's only got 1.
Plays this one out.
Could be strong.
Again, Ethan receiving most of the contact to this, but there is presence in middle. PRX want to take space here.
This will be the round win that actually gets the operator in hand for Demon 1 as well. You see he's saving through with the Blade Storm.
Yeah, I think they have loads of watch parties around the world at the moment. I think there's like 7 of them or something. I remember seeing a tweet about it.
Yeah, Ethan's drifting away, and you can see the PRX are starting to stack up. You've got 5 pretty much present towards A. It's going to leave it in the hands of well.
It's an odd angle to be at. Works pretty well.
First casualty.
Yeah, just waiting for the smoke to be up here as well in terms of the wall. Nicely done, and then they reface with that. That's pretty cool. Everyone's spamming through the wall, and then you try and go up the top. Got some nice ideas on this one.
Deep here, Demon 1 just chomping at the bit.
He wants in.
To get involved, and he does. Something will fall.
Oh, tried to go for the follow.
Might be enough damage though. They did great into this one.
Be ready to fight.
Yeah, crazy guy.
Back in again. These rehits are always going to be happy for PRX. They'll take this. They brought it down to a 3v3.
They have indeed. They've got options here, but Boostio still in a position to cut off the rotation. Forsaken.
It's unlucky not to get one there. Got Heaven Control, they get a good plant. This is a nightmare. They just try Flood Sight. Viper Ult isn't over here. You could do it for Heaven, but then you kind of block your own vision, so you kind of don't want to. Oh my god. Dude, he's in a molly that whole time? That's impressive. Nice round from him. Money's a little bit low for 1. They win 1 round, they lose the next. 1-9 loss bonus. Do they squeeze out a buy here? They're having to think about it. They got Viper Ult. Could do it.
Beautiful stuff, but I gotta say, I'll come back to the same point. We see this same sort of thing between Ethan and Jogma a couple of times now. The flash out from screens and the satchel from elbow, but Evil Geniuses are happy to go toe to toe.
Zin TV, what's up, bro? How we doing?
They don't just want to take a beating. They don't want to sit back and let PRX execute on them.
Nervous. It can be
the response to that.
So it could be nerves, first of all, but a lot of the time when it gets to these finals and they're doing like a pre-show, a lot of the time you don't have as much warm-up time as the normal games. Like every time they change to like the next stage, you have less warm-up time. So yeah, it could just be that as well. You gotta take that into consideration.
Congratulations. In the breaks a little bit here to allow them to have that conversation.
Yeah, and I think the key thing to note here is coming
Forward to the
back
Viper molly on top of side box. Yeah, I thought it was a missed molly, but honestly, it just looks like a research anti.
We have seen the peak.
Yes.
Are you able to achieve that versus something, or versus PRX as a whole, to be honest? Outside of the head-to-head, again, you talk about that they are just the masters of mayhem. All 5 of these members on PRX.
Okay, so we do go for this, and again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that can't buy next. This is a huge round. We're gonna have an attack judge with no backup ult, so we're actually just fully sending it on this one. Looks like we're going heaven. Chance to go sight, but
PRX straight off the rip again.
yeah, like that.
It's
one of the
oh
my,
over the top of the pit.
oh that's nice as well. Yeah, this looked like a plan with the Viper because they use their Viper ult here a lot, majority of the time as well. So.
Com definitely going to be feeling the pressure here. They've got past it here, but he's missed.
Oh, that's a big kill, yeah. And he gets back into the ult, so a lot of that comes down to that one duel itself. It was a nice try, gets on top here, the safety zone. Dog goes in, wanted to dash on him, just straight up missed.
Problem is, he's in a fairly risky spot, vulnerable to heaven.
Yeah.
Where Mindfreak is, Ethan has to close this gap.
No flash to help him yet either.
No.
But the stalls worked well enough. Flash just coming on for Ethan. The flash is going to put
good luck to Boostio.
Back to the
Ethan can flash for him if he wanted.
Can he get played in by Ethan? He's actually got a chance for himself. Going to deny Forsaken.
Yeah, wanted to, just a little bit late.
And still Mindfreak, who has been a master. Divide, similar scenes. 40 seconds.
Divide's actually got the pit.
He's looking at it.
Yeah.
Yep, he wants that.
What a nightmare. It's good spread on it. Goes very deep over towards spawn as well.
This is a really difficult pit.
It's a very hard retake, yeah. They got no ults for this.
But can they isolate him cleanly, or does he decide
and
to
smoke
back
goes
in?
down.
Can he get one for his troubles? He can.
And that's everything. He's just going to fall back and they just play late.
The crossfires are going to be horrifically hard to break.
Only chances of them getting spammed, really.
Do with this? Ethan got a flash.
With the spread here, it's a real question. Actually, that's going to go. Demon's one found one.
Okay, it's just down to one in the pit. He's diving headfirst into this.
Oh, nice distraction on this. The dash over doesn't fully commit, just goes to the edge.
I mean, the kill from Demon comes
Yeah,
too.
and then it's just looking at him because he dashed. That was nicely handled. Very, very cool.
There's a big question mark with this spreading as deep as it does towards.
This was a cool run from both teams, right? The plan over towards here with the Viper ult felt very good. The plan over towards this Viper ult felt very good as well.
Another beautifully executed retake here from EG.
I want to watch this again. Again, that's the start. Oh, that's nice. But the end here, this was the kind of almost.
Yeah, and in terms of the impact, everyone having to eco on their team if they lost this is huge. Does keep them in it.
It's scrappy from EG, but again, they have.
Dude, really, chat.
It's not what they were running this event, so you can't expect consistency, but PRX are being challenged. Operator is on deck. Something.
Give me the link for it.
Looking to find his first victim. He's working up towards middle, but it's Ethan to feel that bit of pressure to begin with. They're not going to stop when they say pressure.
I think with the early round indicators here, they're not necessarily expecting an operator, so EG to remain very diligent here.
Jorgmo's already crossed though. Not been hindered. Forsaken seems so aware of the possibility, but he's got to be really careful. That is a judge on the other side. Oh my god, that snap!
14 HP.
To find Jorgmo with it looked like ease. Down to 14, yes. But now this is the operator. Oh wow.
Oh wow, this
just came off the angle, Lauren.
Kind of unlucky timing there.
Okay. No, confirmation there now. Com and Boostio should play this a little safer as I say that. It's starting to explore towards B main. This could be crucial early information.
But look how little of the site EG have to play with. PRX do have, you know, the green light to go.
Nice,
the flash,
it's similar to the strat that we saw from
as something's going to claim that Demon one now.
Fnatic. Damn, that's nice, yeah.
Here, making up for that little bit of a miss
missed the kill over towards middle, but literally just solo wins the round.
Just want these weapons.
I wonder if that's going to play in his head. I'm not sure what kind of player he is, but maybe he doesn't want off back after this. I don't really know. Honestly, I don't think he probably overthinks much.
I mean, the snap.
Chat, should I go YouTube? They're saving.
Judge on the other side of things.
Yeah.
I just don't want that to happen again, man.
And he got a shot off. somehow only leaving Forsaken at 14 HP. PRX.
What the hell is this quality?
But like I said, it's crucial here that something's operated. It's kind of figured out at the right time. Like I said, with PRX desperately trying to create a little
Why
bit
does it
of
still?
pressure
Why does it
towards
look?
8. I mean, you see what the byproduct is. Colin Busio actually.
Why does it look awful?
They're trying to force somebody to peek into mid.
Yeah.
Create an opportunity elsewhere on the map just by showing a little bit of presence. It's difficult then if it's not Ethan on the other side of the map to really send out any utility to garner some information or even set something in motion with Flash.
See if there's a place maybe get Jorgmo up on that ult here. Keep that in the back of your mind, but again, they did get that operator back. Decided the money not fully stable. There's a better spot for PRX than it is EG, so they should start carving away at this. You can see maybe they're aware of the intent here.
Bro, how far behind were we? We just watched the whole thing in 2 times? What the hell is going on, chat? Bro, I regret all my decisions today.
But now it's down to Ethan and
oh
Demon
man, chat, I
One.
regret everything.
Get a flash to play in, and that's about it. Demon One gonna be jumped.
What?
Out of this world from Demon One. This is finally.
Damn, okay, it was a nice eco. But what we saw of it.
Far too dangerous.
I kind of want to see every single kill that just happened there from EG.
How did Jorgmo get to?
Yeah, let's get a replay with 2 timing.
Out of his backside, apparently, to catch something in midair.
Damn, that's wild. That second kill is ridiculous.
What is this, though?
Damn, what is that?
What?
But it's still around.
Herist333, thank you for the prime. Thank you.
Delights when we watch, but PRX now chipping away and creating a little bit of space on the board here. 6 rounds to their favor to the 4 of EG. They're starting to stabilize into the game, but I feel it's going to be this high octane form all the way through.
Oh, chat, this bit rate is killing me.
Well, just on that point, though, you're saying you're expecting this, but for PRX, this is sustainable, right? For EG, is it? That's the question. Can they really commit to this sort of play style? Because this is playing into a PRX style series.
Yes, this certainly is. So Divide going to go through, a little bit of a scrap over towards A, but it's kept 4 players here. You've got Forsaken commanding the attention of 4, and this now all falls to Boostio. He's calling for support, he's calling for help. Can he slow down the roll? He's trying to. All that utility he's investing is just trying to buy seconds.
That was a nice stop of this.
They're backing away.
No way. I mean, how much space does Forsaken get here? 36 HP. Ethan, does he slip back onto elbow? He's spotted!
But the flash, he's turned it, but he's still giving away. What a shot from Forsaken! Creating all of this room, and they are running 30 seconds. Jorgmo is here with a showstopper. Forsaken, yes, has the sight, but look at the space that Jorgmo's taking. This is going to be so deadly.
He's ready to just satchel.
Yeah, he's going to take a timing on this.
It's all about timing. Bussio's taking away
Busio
something.
gets the luck.
Jorgmo sends it, Post-it doesn't get it, but he does take down Mindfreak.
Oh, that's so unlucky. Why would there be 2 main is what he's thinking.
This has been
Don't blame him on that.
a mental round, but a 3v2. Demon One and Boostio. Boostio's still making his way over.
Money's super low, like literally in the bin. Ah, it's unlucky timing, man. Again, it must be so hard to play against PRX. You're seeing it so often where it's like, even that round where Jing just decided to satchel over here when they were on low eco to kill both, and then this one here where he's up in heaven. No one's peeking this normally. Especially with one person. Dude, it must be so hard to play. It reminds me of when we used to scrim against like all the Turkish teams. They would do this all the time.
Again, what do you choose?
And like all my players would get annoyed, but we just carried on practicing them because I know there's teams that do this stuff.
We're looking at the Seekers being there for Forsaken. That could be right off the rip. But
oh my god.
It looks like they want to go head first into this. EG, are you going to try and stand and fight this Demon One? Going to be forced off.
They still do. Yeah, some of them.
Those Seekers, but do they springboard quickly? Spam going to connect, and that's a problem for Demon One. Falls away on 42. You can see, yes, damage to something on the other side. And that pain shell could become pivotal.
We're nearly catching with a spam as well. No harm, no foul just yet.
They managed to force into this? I mean, it's last, so it's actually way better than I thought.
Again, device set up to try and catch an overpeak elsewhere, something alongside him.
Jing, one orb away, maybe.
They've been given access to vents, actually, so a very easy opportunity here to regroup.
Waiting for someone to play.
Switch to the TikTok stream.
Straight through middle.
What's the bit rate like? At this point, I'm tempted.
The flash might send him towards it. It's going to connect for Com. tries to slow it down himself, falls away towards the site, allows Bushi to get the play in, but it's Forsaken, breaks in like a thief in the night.
Yeah, they're getting kind of rolled over. But
But
honestly, they should have a better time on attack because of the double duelists, and they've never been getting good amount of rounds on their defense anyway, so...
Snakebite to slow things down here. Jing still looking to get aggressive. 1 kill away from the showstopper here, but the flash is perfect. Jorgamo finds it, but he's shut down by Forsaken.
Yeah, it's a shutdown here.
Timing is just gorgeous to witness.
Okay, well, honestly, we're going to stick with it. I know that 4 with a pistol is horrendous, but they have a they've historically been having bad halves on this map, on defense, and their attack's been more promising. And with double duelists, maybe.
Like I said, there was resistance shown here by EG, showing that they're happy to go toe-to-toe. But like I said, once PaperX get a feel for it, a read on the game, how these rounds are playing out, in this sort of playstyle, that's where you expect them to excel.
Thank you very much, guys. What a start it is already to this grand finals. PaperX, they're leading at the half. But let's take a look at the Verizon high-speed moment here from Demon 1. Mimi, we knew this matchup is going to be high speed, and we got a treat to kick us off.
Yeah, we did. I think that
1080p is better bitrate. Is that true?
Good idea. It's a lot more
Chat, is this true, or
we showed this early on with some of these flood reads.
How true is that?
This round was entirely Jajimo and Demon 1 working together to win things out on the replay. We saw throughout the half how strong these two players were, but it really was just these heroic moments that were winning rounds for EG.
Yeah, and this brought them at 3 rounds, Mimi, out of their 4. It was 3-3. The only other round they got was that Viper's Pit round, where I think they got a little bit fortunate to win that 2-on-2, Seth.
Yeah, Mindfreak trying to get around the pillar, but the timing comes in. Demon 1 manages to nail the shots and takes him out. I mean, this is a fantastic display here. I think
Dude, I got YouTube Premium.
Just the build time on
Saying I got everything.
Showstoppers, because the guy had these so rapidly, 2 within the first 6 rounds. This was an incredible one for them, but it started getting away from them. Last time they played against each other, they did play Fracture. Last time they played against each other on Split.
Just try
it was an
sure.
8-4 half for the side of EG on the defending half. They started off really strongly. This time, not so much.
Yeah, and I think it's
why is
impressive
just
because I don't
everything
feel like the
hard to get me
played against each
today?
other on Split. It was an 8-4 half for the side of EG on the defending half. They started off really strongly. This time,
Why is
not
this
so
crazy behind as well?
Yeah, and I think it's especially impressive because I don't feel like the
Oh
the
my
Cerberus
god,
players with
I'm
PaperX
so tilted.
have had
Chat,
nearly
I'm sticking
as
with Twitch,
impressive
man.
a start
I
to
can't
this
handle
game.
this.
Especially for something. And while there were great moments in that half, I was more impressed with the consistency with the PaperX site hit.
Well, we'll just chat. If we miss the best round we've ever seen, we just have to accept it.
Well, PaperX, they have the momentum here, but let's see what things.
I can't watch in the bitrate, bro. It's
you,
horrendous, man.
Hansi and
I can't do it.
Thank you, and yeah, at 4-8, this is a fantastic start for PaperX. They've done what is required. They've got that first.
I'll just be fast. I'll be ready to insta reload.
Is near on a streak. There was a couple that offset it for EG, but EG were in the fight. But I think you said it right. Do they have the ability to continue at
EG
this
need to win a
pace?
pistol.
PaperX aren't going to slow down.
Another one. I mean, they've been historically great at it. 7 pistols against PaperX. They've won 6. 1-0 in terms of this. Anti-flash on this. Oh, this nade could be devastating.
Disconnected here, no surprises.
Oh, they dodge a bullet here.
But this is just a post Demon 1 up here. They're actually going to regroup as 4 into mid.
Okay, let's put something on the chopping block in that wide step out.
Melted.
Dead.
Didn't even have a
Big
chance
start
to
for EG
dash.
there. No chance of a trade and still above a minute.
Did spot multiple though. Problem being, PaperX still holding on to utility here for a contact play in B main.
Jeez.
Well, the timing is absolutely devastating.
That's heartbreak. Oh my god, EG.
They're just the pistol kings. What can you do?
Maybe do some damage though. Good flash, and he tries to look his next step towards the other side of pillar. Catch someone on the push-up, and he's trying to do damage, but it's just not landing.
And they're,
EG
yeah,
swarm
they're
the site.
nice.
They should have enough for a plant here.
Some body shots here,
Looking to maybe get
if he gets a
bit of
chance.
that no. Does he want the smoke? Yes, he does, and it doesn't matter.
Okay, nicely
EG,
done. 2-0 in terms of
the
pistols.
pistol under the belt here.
I'm keeping a record of how many maps PaperX can win when they lose both pistols against EG. It's currently 2. This would be 3 if we get there.
Seconds deciding this. The overstep here from something. Dash popped, obviously. No chance to retreat from that, but... And then Mindfreak just slipping into Astral form. the worst possible time. EG pounced on the opportunity. A pistol round on the board.
Oh, luck? It wasn't really luck. It's just a very good pistol from them. There's a few timings, but it didn't matter too much.
He's having a game. Looking like Jing wants to get himself working towards that showstopper nice and early. And a pace change for EG after a very slow, meticulous start to the pistol. They've shifted gear a little, looking to try and test or at least posture towards middle.
So they're allowed one death in terms of this 1 4-person stack here. Whoa. Oh my god, bro. People with fast bullet accuracy like this is so satisfying. Like, just give him a guardian every round.
So clean.
This was the map that gave him the title of the new King of Hell, and you might be seeing it again. The guy's aim is off the charts. Gonna find something. A Mind Freak. Well, he's in spawn, so that's quite a ways away. Looking to potentially get
Nicely
the
done, yeah. Don't have to lose anyone on this. They can make sure they can feed Jorgamo the orb and the plant as well. Even double checking he's not back of sight here. Okay, very nice for them. We've got an armor rebuy, that's it. We've got a great bonus. We'll see what Boostio's going to buy into it. I imagine it's rifle. I wonder if he takes it.
Just filthy.
Yeah, that was nice.
Kid's a real talent.
Yeah, same. The scoreline within 2 now. PaperX still leading. Evil Geniuses with a good opportunity here in the bonus as well. It's well fleshed out.
It's a very good bonus. Yeah, this is basically a full buy.
Right off the rip. Up towards ramp, he does have Ethan not too far away, but look at the spike and look at the player on the other side. There's going to be something. Jorgamo can split mid here. They aren't actively playing.
I mean, that's really nice. So much pressure here. Big jaw. Oh my god, the aim display at the moment.
There's the control from him right
nice
back
reset,
at you.
man.
But the problem is they are still a player down. It's a 2v3. This is not easy.
And Ethan couldn't really find any space on the other side of things either. Still kept in check by Forsaken on A site. Team 1 has to come across this way for the heal regardless, to try and make something work. Charge on Demon 1. 1 kill, we'll have the Blade Storm here, but perfect timing on the flash.
And look at this angle. Oh yeah, that's real. Wait.
Oh, don't keep
Demon
peeking him.
Demon 1's got knives.
60 HP, maybe.
And 3 kills.
It'd have to be an absolute round.
Chance for the ace here in round 15, Lauren.
35 seconds, are you kidding me on this one?
He's been heating up to this the last 60 seconds or so.
Feels like fate, but again, it's Devi, it's Jing, come on. Surely not. 25 seconds, he's not being entertained, he's not being given these fights.
Timing of the peak towards spawn. Oh man, Jing might get really good timing.
Right.
Oh,
yes,
honestly, nearly bad timing where the crosshair was.
PaperX weather the storm here.
Great damage on the bonus once again on this though.
Out to sea.
3 people. Can't rebuy in terms of this. It's a huge swing round.
In terms of the purchase here.
Dude, if EG win this round, it's gonna be really close.
Forfeiting shield or something else along the way to get Forsaken a rifle in hand.
That's the 3 we're talking about. It's the 3 from them as well. So
15 kills now. Blade Storm online for him. EG maybe looking to pop once again towards ramps.
Oh my god, Insta Dog went for the stun as well. That's crazy. Yeah. They really felt well. They kind of had a good read on this though. Isn't a retake? They go fast over towards ramp. 3 people on site. They get a plant for heaven. This is hard for PaperX. They're here so early though. Mate, Forsaken is here so early. They won't expect it. I don't think they're going to expect both of them here. Yeah, look. Side shot.
Already taken away Ethan. Oh, but Boostio! The timing on the crest of the corner gets him up to 8 with 2 in this round. And now the 3, something Divine, Mind Freak, where are they? 2 towards Heaven, 1 towards CT, and a messy engagement gives Boostio the 3rd. Now it's Mind Freak, now it's something, and Boosty wanted the ace, he ain't gonna get it, but there's the denial
nice
of
round
Mind
from
Freak
them.
as something, it might be time to back away.
My stream is lagging behind, bro. I can't go on YouTube, man. It looks like it's running off a Game Boy or something.
Just decided by a split second.
The timing on that one.
Yeah, Forsaken's holding backside towards spawn. I think initially because nobody's shouldering the angle from either side. The kill comes through onto the site and they think that they've got a little bit of room to play with.
Yeah.
Problem being, there's no second layer coming from screens or from heaven at the same time.
You don't know what Game Boy is?
Kill
Oh,
onto
man.
site.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I'm a little bit nervous to say it, but I'll start nonetheless.
Okay.
I'm a little worried at how many of these rounds are.
It's sick timing from Booster. I kind of like their idea here, but they kind of needed to be ready for the reaction.
This isn't where we think about Evil Geniuses in terms of sustainability, in terms of consistency. It's not. This is playing to the strength of PaperX, even though here we're looking at a 9-7 scoreline.
Respectable.
Yeah, and that forced them down to an eco. So like I said, we get a pretty close game. Oh, it's the Old Vision Strikers. Double satchel? Oh, they wanted to. They wanted to, but there was something was different here. Actually, maybe not. Maybe they didn't want to do the Old Vision Strikers. It was like slightly different. I like this though. The smoke here is nice. In return as well from losing over towards middle, they take B main with 2. What gun does Jing have? Okay, frenzy.
Jing actually trying to get ahead of the curve here. Might even catch one. Yes, he does. Jorgamo gets off a little bit of damage.
Yeah, manages to pick up the gun.
And they're going to read into this.
Yeah.
This seems very indicative of that A hit coming through. So your call's going to be made. Devi has to try and do something. This Guardian, I mean, they're trying to make it work on very little in this regard. Jing going to back away. But it's stalled out EG.
1 kill from the showstopper, though, if Jing finds another. Already set up here, but
there it
is.
That's a showstopper.
Yeah, they're kind of...
Reset on the paint shells. Right,
Oh man, they're in trouble. Good news for them is they've done a lot of damage. Jing has his ult though. They're going over towards Mime Freak, who has just a sheriff. Okay, maybe.
Yeah, they're matching him step by step. You're not going to get an easy fight. Mime Freak, how does he play this? 10 HP. He's got to be... Yeah, he doesn't have the chance on it. Seeker's now going to pop
2 people heaven though. The Seekers is perfect.
Demon 1 turns around, takes him down. Something's gone. And now for the fall.
Oh.
My God! Above and
Oh man, it's such a big rounds now for them to win once they get this ult out of them. That's incredible from him. Really good movement. Really, really good. Yeah, can't do that on Astra. It's nice to watch him on. It's nice to watch him on Jet.
Fallen foe. Waiting towards that drop. There's already a player.
There's 5 bullets in it. Has to reload.
Demon 1's now called to attention.
Yeah, Com's definitely relayed.
Setup's too strong.
See the pings coming through. Devi now at a crossroads, a dilemma how to approach.
He's got to give it a go, and it's Com. Gonna find Devi. And EG
got a little bit close, not gonna lie. So PaperX gonna be kind of happy with the damage done, but overall nicely done. Dude, Demon 1's having a crazy attack half. I don't know how many kills he's just got on attack, but it feels like a lot.
But just the presence of mind here as well when the clock's running this low, he dips into this cloudburst to find the first. Something falls. Let's go! Hits the updraft to avoid the showstopper from Jing.
Calamar Durrell. Thank you for the primate.
I have to imagine Potter is absolutely tearing her hair out right now. Because all the structure, all the discipline that you've brought to this team now, you have to throw the rulebook out the window.
I feel like they almost started on that though. This
over the shoulder cam, yeah, it's cool to watch the replays like that. I'm not gonna lie.
You've got to know this was going to come out, right? You knew the Vita was going to look like this. That last composition, the chamber wasn't looking good. It wasn't working.
Why is the vault not posting? I don't know, man. Every website hates me today.
Right, high risk and potentially a high
I'll upload
reward.
it after the stream today.
Playing this comp as of late. So again, you look to it and you think, okay, you roll the dice.
Dolan Papa, what's up, bro? Thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate you.
Now on the other side of things, this hasn't been the perfect start to the second half here. The scoreline nearly closed up at 8-9. Only 1 round so far for PaperX.
Internet issue? No, it's because every time it's a Riot use copyrighted music, right? So every time I stream, Twitch is just like, damn, bro, getting rid of your VODs once again. So yeah, it happens sometimes.
Things is easy once again stacked up, maybe in the same sort of position to get Demon 1 posted here in B lane. See a very quick.
Oh man, I was nervous on this one. Okay, so big timeout in terms of this one, and we got to look at the money here, right? So this is actually a huge round, dude. EG could take the lead with this one. 9-9, and then they go against an eco. Boostio has his ult. They take. Oh man, yeah, get absolutely wrecked. Well, he's gonna eat the fine for that one if there is a fine. Respect. I told you, Chai, it's not gonna stop people unless they start fining them.
This is mental.
Now it means more. So I like it.
End around, sure, this guy is ensuring death wherever he goes, but still it's only the first pick. Mind Freak gone.
Minus 10k. I mean, you get a mil for winning, so need a few more of them.
Now they prioritize middle. They're looking for Ethan, who walks away barely breathing on 6 HP. But the pace
change. A nice ult on this one. Pressure over towards middle. Jewel over that. Com wins that on the rope. Really.
They're winning out everywhere. The big swing factor may be Devi here, but look who's waiting. Demon goes down. Ethan on the trade. But now timing is everything. Denied the initial plant. Can they find any more ways to cause problems? Something wants to. The spray, the shot, the dark,
cool. That was a nice attempt.
Jing, and it's all on something. In a 1v4, this is brutal. Ethan to the left, 3 to the right. He's got the first. Looks towards heaven. Tries to snap back around. 7 HP ain't enough.
Okay, nicely done, and forces them down to eco. Yeah, this is really on at the moment. This is what we're talking about, that they should have a better attack with the double duelists. They always had a bad defense anyway. So, yeah, this is on. And they're doing what EG does best in terms of just snowballing from a pistol.
This headshot.
Where have these been?
Working overtime today. We're taking a beating some of these rounds because some of them are they're very frustrating for somebody to sit back and watch in terms of the intention, I guess, that both teams have in certain situations, and then the outcome. I mean, even there, like Com's killing Forsaken behind him. Like,
well, something wants to try and be the difference maker to this. Wants to isolate Com, and he has.
Uh-oh, that's a gun. This can go wrong. Do they insta-react over towards this? Yes, they do. Follow the dog in. Oh, how? How on earth has he melted the dog and got that kill?
But fantastic work considering what they brought into this round.
Did he throw the gun away? Yeah, throw it to Forsaken. Whoa. It's a good time for it though, chat. It's a good time for it. We take that. We take those, chat, all day. I'll take the better bit rate for that. If it times like this, I'll take it all day. This is great.
Player in this. Yes, the paint shell could be pivotal. Yes, all of the blast packs could do well, and they have. Forsaken makes the most of it. Boosty on the trade, but still. It's a 2v2, and Jing's got himself on the site. And caution being shown by EG, they're aware. They're so aware, and he's down on 4. Hemorrhaging blood. He's been deleted by Demon 1.
Look at the HPs. Whoa, whoa, super on this Boostio. Well, he was. Oh boy.
On a platter. It's not worked.
He's so low.
Look at the HPs. Oh god, he had a chance.
10 HP. 28 in total for EG. This is doable. Couldn't quite connect on either of that. How does he close the gap now? Boostio's gone down. He was expecting the swing. Demon 1. Oh, the temptation. 5 HP on one side. 18 on the other. 4 bullets.
Oh my. Demon 1 is having a crazy attack off. Bro, his whole prize money is going to go on fines at this rate.
He doesn't care. Take the warnings.
Are putting on an absolute show.
Adsa 9, thank you so much with the 4 mums. Thank you. Chat, someone do some maths for me. How many kills has he got on attack only at the moment? It's been a lot.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And I'll change up a little bit. I was talking about it being concerning in terms of sustainability.
He was 9 kills at the half. So we're saying 13.
Winning some of these rounds, Lauren.
This was never meant to be the map they started out. Oh, Christ!
Bro, he's carrying.
Absolutely devastating impact off the rip. That takes away Forsaken.
That's 14 on attack.
It opens up all those possibilities on the side here. Just going to put the showstopper in towards heaven. Secure a second for the plant. And it's on the floor from PRX to try and bring.
And they got the late lurk in. And we look over at the money and they have to eco again. Holy.
PRX have to get a move on though.
Dude, look how late this lurk is at middle.
Look how disconnected Boostio is here as well. Yeah, plenty of utility.
Oh my god. I was expecting it to be Com.
Yeah.
It is Boosty. But you're right, time is of the essence, and PRX need to get a move on here. Try and face their demons. They've taken away Jorgamo. That's fantastic. Quick flash, can't follow up, and now there's a chance. An opportunity cracked open here for PRX.
Oh.
Maybe this is the time they can break through. Maybe not. Demon 1 is out of this.
He keeps getting 3Ks.
The time is gone. He knows it. He can't
25.
change the outcome anymore. EG up to 11.
Jesus.
What a stark contrast as well to how
Flaky,
this
mate.
map
Thank you so much,
started.
bro. Thank you with the 2 months.
Jorgamo, we talked about him being
Like
on the brink
unnoticed,
of
yeah,
20
they
kills. I think at
didn't
that
even
time,
have to activate.
Demon 1 was on 6.
Oh boy.
Something like that.
He's on 25
Wait, that
now.
looks ridiculous from his POV.
I mean, he just doesn't miss.
This was such a good opportunity for PRX. I felt like once they crested Pillar, once they got close, once the knives
man,
were
they
used
needed a
up,
timeout,
that
bro.
was a huge chance for them. Timeout is hit. PRX
Holy.
need to come up with a plan.
Anon,
Alex
thank you
is
so much.
Worried. This was
Lil
never meant to
Nedley,
be the start
welcome
of
into the
this.
sub
In a
club.
best of 5, the team
Thank you
coming
for that,
into
Anon.
blows
Appreciate it. Thank
rarely
you.
wins like this. 2 out of the 5 times we've seen this scenario, that's all that you can imagine could be done, right? 2 times out of the 5 we've seen lower bracket teams be able to convert those wins because the veto is so heavily favored normally towards a team from the upper side. PRX came in with a targeted first map, and it might be slipping through their fingers.
I mean, it's a real concern.
Dystique, right?
I know Sean was
Dystique.
saying what he'd love to see
Dystique.
in terms of the best of 5, but I feel like this is a little front-loaded for EG.
I can't.
The
Dude,
win
how do I say your
conditions
name?
for me lie with
Dystique.
PRX at the start of this veto.
I agree.
I say Distinct.
Pearl for me is
Thank you for the gift,
a
mate.
bit of a
Welcome,
50-50,
Neon
depending on the
Patsy,
comp
if you're
change,
here.
sure, but PRX
Welcome
have
into the
looked
Slug
flawless
Club.
with the
Thank you,
Phoenix
thank you.
there, so
Absolutely.
for this to, I guess, trend the way you'd expect it to.
25 and 12, and he was
relatively
relatively quiet on defense. Look at this. Like, look at this, dude. This is what EG do. They just snowball you. If you don't win the pistol, you have a rough time against them. Timeout goes in. They squeeze out a buy. We've got a Judge. We've got a Bulldog. We've got 2 ults, though.
And a chance, and he's been dealt with.
They
Perfect
bring the
beginning to
attack
something.
op out. So,
Isolate
yeah, he's really
and
feeling it,
conquer.
and that is a huge
Won
kill.
the man advantage for the first time in what feels like a while.
They force through the smoke over towards the middle. Where is the Judge?
already way ahead of this, and
Oh,
clears
my
something.
God.
Headshot on the
There's a nice way of
fadeaway.
clearing it, though. Like, he was
Moving to
really
a
on top of
4v4
this.
now.
That's the best way you can clear that angle. Like, from the back here.
Even though the sequence,
Insta
yes,
go over
went
towards
B,
site.
you
What do we
can
got?
see how
Forsaken back of
quickly
site. Bulldog.
those
Jing
rotations are
close with the
coming in.
Judge.
Jing is already towards CT side. Forsaken is on the side, but it's a
What does
Bulldog.
Jing do? Yeah.
It's Judge, far from perfect. Oh, and
Oh my
Boostio
God, the
just
timing of
slides
this.
right
No
between
way
them.
they go into the
Oh, no.
Judge.
Jing trying to hold
Jorgamo
on.
gets a really important
A
duel over
2v3
towards
in the
site
site
as
is
well. Man, they
EG's.
keep winning so
Launch
many
will be coming
insane
in, but I don't
duels.
think they can close the gap.
My paint shelter really
Cru-
high, but Jing
Jing,
could have
he's
saturated.
off. He's got off.
Oh my God, Ethan.
In a
Dude,
blink of an eye,
they're
he's
winning
dead.
every single duel. That's fine.
Got
We'll
it.
take the timing on that. That's absolutely fine.
Map point EG.
I didn't think we'd see it, Mike. Not in this map.
3.
I mean, this just
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was kind of
Split
coping
as well
here
for
when I said that they would
PRX.
have a lot better
Really
attack half. I didn't think it would be this good.
to find a solid grasp.
Thinking maybe it could get close.
I just get
PRX have only
overwhelmed
won
time and time
one
again.
defense round, and it was against the bonus.
Now, unfortunately, I have the second line of pressure, which is a
Was the YouTube
deficit
bit
here.
really that bad? Yeah, bro. It's like the only thing I can describe it as is like if you've ever played on like 120 hertz or anything above, and then you go back to 60. It just reminded me so much of that. I couldn't handle it.
Looking at Viper's Pit going through a middle. Going to try and isolate some of these fights on the extremities. 3 players put to task towards A. It's Com on the other side. And the rest of EG focusing towards B, at least on the start. Oh, again.
Combo going to be tested. Something.
Oh.
So the crosshair placement will look way off there. Lucky to only get away with attack down to 89, but rewalking this?
That's bold to say the least. I'm slipping away from
That's
this.
good info, though.
Relatively quickly.
This is a
That's big
strong
indicator,
setup for
actually.
PRX.
Giving up this
Like
control.
really, really strong. Flash goes in, didn't hit anyone over towards B main. They're gonna feel like they have the best timing in the world,
You can
though.
get very early information.
When do they get the next flash? It's a while away. They might just contact.
Mind freak. Back of the site. Divide. They're going to try and get ahead of this to try and help him out. Because look at the
Molly's
pressure
good.
coming his way. Paint shot going to go down. Demon 1 closing in. And now the chaos begins. Device fallen. Jing! Out of nowhere fights to a third would be
Bro,
everything
he
for them.
absolutely
How
sent
much
it
can
through
he do?
that
Not
ult.
quite enough. The trades are coming down. And it's all
1v2.
on
It's the guy,
a
though. It's the guy that
1v2.
wins the 1v2s.
Spike
This
is
is a
not
nightmare,
in
though.
hand.
15-second spike down B main.
Something is trailing him. 13 seconds, Mike. I don't know if he has time for this. Mind Freak perfectly positioned. He's got him.
Not today.
A chance
Yeah,
here
very
for
nice setup from them, but so many
making
ults, like they
double
can't
digits.
repeat this. That's the
Opens
problem.
up
3 chances down to
slightest
2.
of opportunities.
These 3 ults, right? 2
Chance
ults?
here, but it definitely doesn't help the finances.
2
With
big
being as
ults.
scrappy as it was. Comes down to just one.
I mean, that's
round.
heroic.
He actually got 2 from that. That's incredible. It was great from Jing, though.
Beautiful stuff. EG. Slight pump of the brakes for Potter. Grinning right now with this performance. Looking towards in terms of making some sort of adjustment. Gonna be tough here
3
with
away.
Divide down on the judge,
Ooh.
Forsaken on a
This is
bulldog.
nice, though. And they've been getting over towards sites, so kind of scary.
But a must win to keep their hopes of opening up this best of 5 with a map win.
It looks like middle is once again a priority position for EG.
Yep.
Look at who's patrolling it. Divide, Judge is there. Jing, very nearby as well. Once again spotted. He's be challenged by not just one,
Double
there's 2 to
push.
this.
Flash goes deep. Oh, this is interesting. Flash cleared all of this, so now they can push all the way through. Com has no... Do they start checking this? It looks like Boostio's on top of it. Oh, he's holding for it. Kinda. Oh, give me Boostio POV. Prius?
He absolutely is.
He's killed something.
That's huge
He's
from
read
them.
him
Those are
like a
great
bird.
read,
That
great
deep
comms
flash,
from
maybe
Com.
just a little read on what they wanted.
And this is, I don't feel like addressing Com is the issue here
Wait,
for
what?
PRX.
Christ, wait,
Demon
Jing's
one
got
found
Wait, that's
another
for a
one.
wall.
Jing's fallen. It's a 5v3, Lauren.
This feels like it's just slipping between their fingertips on map 1 here. 2 men up to the good. The 3 standing. A bulldog for 1, a judge for the other, and yes, rifle on Mind Freak.
Oh man, chat. This was like the map. The PRX for sure thought they were going to win. So that's why this is massive.
It doesn't really tell them.
3v5 to close it
Running low
out.
on time though, Mike.
Have to make a move.
2-person stack here though.
You got to be calling for Mind Freak to hit that rotation. Hit the panic
Do you go
button,
off
get over
angle?
here. There's 5 players coming our way,
He
and Divide
jewels.
has fallen.
I guess the smoke was
Forsaken
going to
now.
block him.
It's all on him to try and stop the rot, stop EG. He's desperately trying, but it may not be enough. As Mind Freak now in a 1v4. Map 1 on the line. And EG turning up on a map that none of us
Damn, okay,
expected
chat,
to
this
see
final
this
is really
level
on, by the
of
way.
performance on.
The change up
Mind
for them
Freak
to
has
go
a
double duelist
minefield
was
to walk
everything.
through.
Demon
You got
1,
the bit,
that was their
and you
big,
got
their win
4
condition was just
players.
let Demon 1 do his thing, and he
Divide
really
or
did.
not, he's got to go. He takes down Cole,
Yeah,
but
bam,
the
that's
trade
huge.
for Jorgamo is there. EG.
First map goes to them.
And a
I think that's the map that I thought PRX definitely had the best chance of winning as well. So that's
confident opener
huge.
to this series.